I went to a Michael Rubin party. It's fun. It is fun. Everybody in white.
Yeah, it sounds like a great party.
It is.
From all
I went one time, and I've had my experience.
Okay,
I'm good.
Really?
There was nothing there for what?
So like some Diddy type shit.
Diddy white parties weren't the Diddy. I'm afraid to even.
We ain't talking about no white party.
You're afraid to acknowledge you've been to the Diddy parties.
No, I'm not afraid of it. I've been to the Diddy white parties. I've been to Diddy's birthday parties. I wasn't at Diddy after dark. I was at
people
the
act
party.
like I'm crazy when I say, yeah, I would have gone to the Diddy party. Because number one, up until a couple months ago, it did not have this reputation that there was all this seedy stuff happening.
No.
Everybody's.
It always had the reputation.
Really?
That's a fact. What?
Really?
You don't notice how?
I mean, I just have never heard that.
And your homosexuality radar is much more sensitive than most people.
What do you mean homosexuality?
You're like really concerned
Who's
with making
talking
sure
about-
that you're not accidentally pulling up on a gay orgy.
Who's talking about homosexual?
He's trying to mix in.
I'm not talking about
that Diddy had.
homosexuality.
Right? Zestiness, whatever you want to call it.
No. It's just the party, right? It gets to a certain time at his parties where if you showed up there at 11 o'clock, by 3 o'clock, you're probably not remembering how you showed up at 11 o'clock.
When you
Shit
go to a
goes
big
on.
fancy celebrity party, to the limited extent that I've done this, I would assume the freak-offs are taking place in, the master bedroom, in a different nook of this. Like the part where everybody else
This ain't
is.
no master
The last
bedroom
time I saw
style.
you was at French's house.
I know, and I assume there were some freak-offs taking place, but it was out of the line of sight of the average person at the party.
But see, when you go to Diddy's party, well, let me say this: maybe there's different access. I'm in the backyard. I don't go in the house.
Right.
Wait, what have you always heard me say?
What?
We don't leave the backyard.
Yeah, stay in the backyard.
We don't go in the house.
But up until a couple months ago, if Diddy had come up to me and said, "Hey, we got to go in back. I'm going to show you something,"
Well,
I would have said, "Let's go, Puff, yeah."
But then what if it have showed you something?
In all fairness, let me say
Might
this.
have to take a look.
In all fairness,
Oh, wow.
all fairness.
Not if there's any like unwilling
No,
participants
no,
or
no.
anything, but
No.
if he
In all-
said, "Hey,
wait,
check this out," I'm
wait.
gonna say, "Oh shit!" what you
In all
got?"
fairness, I have been in the house when the parties have been happening, like not in the back rooms or like that, and I've not seen anything crazy.
Right.
I can't find it on my Snapchat, but I do have a video where Cassie and everybody just dancing, having a great time. I don't know what was going on in that house.
First of all, in Diddy's defense, I've never seen or heard of anybody being manipulated or forced to do shit. If you pulled
I've
up,
never heard that
you
either.
pulled up for your reasons.
Now, I had a friend who told me
Fact.
years ago, like 3 years ago, we were literally having dinner in New York, and he goes, "Hey, man," because he used to be a Sean John model. I'm like, "Yo, so we were talking about modeling, the modeling industry, and we used to do this thing where we would get together. He's straight, I'm gay. We would get together with a small group of us, and we would just eat and just gossip. It really is what it was." And he said, "Man, I've seen the craziest shit in this game, bro." He goes, "One time, I was chilling, and I got a call that Puff wanted me to come over. This is all allegedly. He says 3 years ago. Wanted me to come over, pull up. I pulled up, and he wanted me to like play with Cassie's pussy and this, and this. And he would sit there and film it, and he was playing with himself. And in my mind, you know what I said? You're a clout chasing, lying, manipulative. Oh my God, I can't trust. I
But now it
literally
all
stopped
comes
hanging out with him.
Believe all victims.
No, I literally. No.
Not all, but
But was he a victim?
No, he was consenting. So that's what I'm saying to your point.
yeah.
But-
If Puff calls me, I want you to fuck this hot ass chick.
But
Okay.
this is all allegedly. But at the time when he said it, I really thought he was just crazy being a clout chaser.
That's his thing,
And
though.
then full circle, I had to go. I had to call him. I went back to New York for some, and I pulled up on him and I said, "I'm sorry," because what he said
Listen,
lined
can
up.
I ask you a question? This is real shit.
Because that's the
I
exact
know your
shit from her
answer
lawsuit.
already.
Yeah.
Right.
Adam, actually, both of y'all, I think y'all, like, everybody has their thing, whatever it is. If Diddy's thing is to get willing participants to fuck his girl or whoever it may be while he watches, that's his thing.
And it's not-
You
Right.
can have your personal opinion about it. There's other people out there that's their thing. You have your thing, right? You do porn, that's your thing, right? So I don't look at Diddy like, I don't say he's a weirdo, right?
Well, it's all the other stuff that makes him a weirdo,
Yeah,
right?
I will say the overly abusive shit.
Yeah, the abusive stuff. Yeah.
I don't got nothing to say about whatever the fuck he was doing with willing participants. I don't give a who, long as they're of age and they're willing.
Yeah.
I don't care. Right? That's his thing.
And not being like force-fed hard drugs
exactly.
at the party.
Wait, no. Because some people come there and say,
True.
where's the drugs?
Right.
We're going to get lit and we're going to kick this shit off, right? But when it comes to the abuse, right? When it comes to the abuse, that shit that I saw was kind of crazy.
And I think the fact that the one thing where I think he lost me was, because at first I was very much saying like, yo, I have never seen it because I just haven't. And I'm not saying that I don't believe victims, because I do. I've had sisters who've been a victim or survivor of domestic violence, right? But let's keep it real. Everybody out here saying something happened to him has not had something happen to him.
Right.
I think right
That's
now,
real.
especially like the minute somebody sees a gate open or a window open,
check.
man, that dogpiling starts happening. And this is the new game. I'm going to find an attorney who's willing to work with me to do this. I'm going to find a journalist who's going to write the story. I'm going to file everything I want to say in a lawsuit. And then I'm going to, once it's filed, we all pull it up and then we all put it out. Whether it's true or not, you can't sue the victim, the person, because they didn't say it. The TMZ put it out. The No Jumper put it out. The Hollywood Unlocked put it out. But they have free press. They have a responsibility to provide an insight on what's happening. So that's the new bag. You can't get the person who filed the complaint. Now they want $1 million. You pay them, they settle and release statements, and it's all confidential. They got the bag. The attorney got the bag. You got and we all ate it and kept pushing it on social media. This shit is crazy. And I didn't know it was happening until it happened to Tiffany Haddish. That's when I said, yo, I got on with that reporter. I got on with that lawyer. I filmed my conversations with him. I put a whack. And then I put that shit out.
Wait, okay. What was this about? Oh, in terms of the old comedy videos that she did with Ari Spears, right? Okay.
Now, you've been on the internet for years. You don't remember Funny or Die?
Oh, I do.
The craziest, dumbest, reckless shit that them folks had put up. We live in a world now where everybody's sensitive. It was a distasteful, stupid-ass video that she even tried to stop. But it came out, and even though she was helping the family as friends or whatever behind the scenes, because she wouldn't do more for them, they said, like, yo, look, why are you putting these people in a comedy special and not me? Like, if you don't help me, then I got to go get the bag. She told me this before it even came out.
Her and Ari Spears did some comedy videos for this site back in the day, just for people who are wondering, and at least in a couple of them, the theme of it was like child sexual shit. They were making jokes associated with
her kid
that.
off to the babysitter, and the babysitter was taking advantage of the kid.
Probably not a skit that almost anybody would attempt at this point in time, but at that time, it was genuinely thought to be funny, I think, on the internet. Well, but didn't they not put it out at the time? Or did they? And then it got deleted later on.
He went to put it out, and when she saw the final cut, she said, "Nah, that shit, I didn't see that. Nah, we're not putting that out." So they stopped it from. She got them to stop it, but then it came back out.
But if you read the lawsuit or the articles that were posted about the lawsuit, you would have thought that Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish were abusing children together.
Exactly, because social media has no guardrails. And then on top of it, the crazy part is the mother of the kid was dropping the kid off to do the scenes, and then on top of it, Tiffany's whole thing, and everybody that knows Tiffany, and I hope she don't get mad that I'm bringing this up, and it's probably the most disappointing thing I've seen happen in the industry, because I know her heart. She's a beautiful human being. She loves everybody, and she really is. She survived a lot of things. She tried to protect the story from spreading because of the kid. Because now we see the kid. Now we find the kids. You know, the internet, once you say something, now people want to dig up who's the kid. She was thinking about the kid's mental health, and so when I put the video out, catching this attorney and the Rolling Stone person who's the same one writing about Diddy, same one writing about T.I., same one writing about Nicki Minaj's husband. It's the same person. When you start seeing same group, same attorney and journalist. When you start seeing it, you're like, hold on. So when I saw it, I recorded it and I put it out, and I went hard on his ass because I felt like he had used me to go after Nicki's husband, and I felt like I had gotten pulled into it. Once I saw what it was, I'm like, yeah, man, fuck that. So the first attorney and the first thing to come out was this story and that attorney. So at first I was like, yo, I don't know what this puff shit is about, because every time I've been around, I ain't seen the weird shit. I've seen Beyonce over there. I've seen Jay over there. I've seen Nas over there.
It's not like, bro, his whole party is that. People that want to participate.
His whole white party was at Prince's house. This is how deep the shit go.
People that want to participate.
If the parties were that crazy, like if there was really fucked up shit happening in front of everybody, then we all would have known about this 10 years ago.